Welcome to the 2019 fall season. It's hard to believe, but it is here. Today we are going to do a sports preview on Media Day. We're going to talk to our various coaches and captains from soccer to tennis to volleyball to football and everyone in between. We're excited for this coming year. There's always a fresh, brand newness to the school year, but what's exciting even more so this year is Piqua is in the new MVL, which is the Miami Valley League. Miami Valley League actually goes back to when the league started in 1926. Piqua was one of the charter members in that area and played to 1976. So we are coming back full swing into that league, and we're going to talk about that amongst the expectations that these kids and coaches have for should be an exciting 2000 fall season. Let's go meet the coaches and players. With us now is the head girls varsity soccer coach, Coach Brett Ritter, and Coach, we're going into year 4. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
That's hard to believe. Graduated a lot of seniors last year.
Did.
A new crop of kids. What's going through your mind as we're kicking off the season here, just as we're getting into the second week of practice?
I got a lot going through my mind, actually. The inexperience on the back line is a little troublesome, but I've got a really good leader in my center back, and our keeper has really grown through the summer, so she'll be good. And my experience is all up on the top. I'm going to change formations this year, and we're going to score a lot of goals.
When you think of the 2019 team, what are some of the things that come to your mind as to expectations that you have for this group?
I always set the expectations high. I think that with going in the new MVL, that's going to give us a good boost, and I think we can compete for that league championship.
Well, when you talk about the MVL now, we're talking about a new league that really has comprised a lot of the league teams that were in the previous league, the GWAC, but yet it has a new feel to it a little bit. What's your sense from the girls? Do you feel like they know that there's kind of a dawn of a new era?
Yeah, they're excited, and I think it comes from the top down. I'm excited, just something new, something different, and we can put all the past behind us and start fresh.
We're going to bring our captains in here in a minute. What can you say about our leadership in terms of our captains this year?
The captains are really, really strong players, strong personalities, and they're going to lead our team to great things.
Well, we certainly wish you luck, Coach, and we know great things are going to happen for the girls soccer team this year. Coach, best wishes.
Thanks, Jim.
All right. Back now with our captains of our girls varsity team, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. They're going to give us their name, their grade, and also the position they play.
I'm Taylor Grunkemeyer. I'm a senior, and I play midfield.
I'm Whitney Evans. I'm a junior, and I play defense.
I'm Ellie Jones. I'm a senior, and I play forward.
We've got a good mix here of two seniors and a junior of leadership, and I know there's a good deal of expectations coming off of some seniors that graduated, but we are young, but yet we have some experience. Taylor, a little about what you expect this year. What kind of your expectations going into the season?
I'm holding them high because I know we can do it, and if we push ourselves, we can just win more than we did last year.
Yeah, I think for the Indian Nation out there that they know we're going into a new league, the Miami Valley League. Most of those teams, or all of the teams, are comprised of teams that we've played before, but it's got a different feel to it now that you're in a new league. Whitney, what's that feel like now that you get an opportunity to play in a dawn of a new era, so to speak?
I think it feels exciting. It's like a new leaf.
Yeah, a new beginning, right? Yeah. Ellie, as a senior, I know you're looking forward to being a person that's helping lead this team. What's it mean for you to be a senior on this team?
I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Ladies, let's talk about that one game on the schedule that everyone looks forward to playing. And for everybody, it's a different game. I'm anxious to hear the answers. What's the game this year, Taylor, that you're looking forward to?
I'd have to say Sydney.
Sydney.
Yep.
Probably Troy because I didn't get to play last year in it.
Okay.
Sydney.
Sydney. Now, why the Jackets?
Just because I know all their good seniors graduating, I just think this is the year to beat them.
This is the true rivalry between the Indians and the Jackets and the MVL. Ladies, we certainly wish you luck. They'll be down here at Worth Stadium. You can get that information of when they're playing on the Indian Nation station. Ladies, best wishes to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boys varsity soccer coach Bob Jennings. Bob, before we get going, this is really kind of a new spot as you were the varsity assistant this year. You are taking the head coaching job this year for the season. Tell us your thoughts as you're going into it in a different role this year.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun actually, stepping up a little more work than I anticipated, but we're making it work, and it's been fun stepping into that position, and I'm kind of excited for the program, especially. We have 24 freshmen and sophomore, so the future is looking really good for Piqua soccer because there's a lot of talent there, a lot of kids that have played club and moving up. So that's fun to start working with them and help them develop, and then working with the seniors and juniors that I got to work with last year as well. So it's been exciting and a lot of fun.
Well, Bob, you've been around soccer a long time as an official, and then certainly as you're talking about as coach and club coaching, it's really important for our kids to be playing in club outside of just Piqua soccer. You're saying you're seeing a lot of that. What are you seeing in practices and scrimmages thus far that gives you an indication that this team's really looking forward to a great year?
Yeah, well, first of all, numbers. We had open gym and open field all winter, 3 nights a week, and we had over 20 kids there every night. And, that's been pretty phenomenal, actually, just to show that they're invested in the program. And even kids that were doing club soccer in the spring were still coming to our stuff and then going to club soccer. So that also shows that, they're invested in the program and themselves and wanting to get better and, just wanting to improve and move forward with the sport.
Talk a little bit about our captains. We're going to bring them on here a little bit. What do you see them as really a positive trait that's really going to help lead our team this year?
Yeah, definitely. Jared and Chase are our 2 captains this year for the varsity team, and the reason they were selected was that they were 2 that were at everything. So they both played club soccer. It didn't matter. They still came all winter. They still came all spring. They were encouraging the underclassmen, stepping up, just showing true leadership without even being asked to do anything. And that's what I was looking for to select captains. It's not necessarily the best player on the field. It is a captain, someone that can lead the team and direct the team and help me and be a role model for the other players.
Well, Bob, we certainly wish you guys luck, and we know that it's going to be a good year for the Indians.
Thank you.
With us now, our captains are going to introduce themselves, position and grade.
Jarrett Powers, center back, senior. Chase Vaughn, outside back, senior.
Jarrett, as we get into the year, what are some of the expectations now? We're in week 2 of practice and scrimmages. What have you seen thus far that really excites you about this upcoming season?
Just the team itself. We're coming together more as a team. Being a team more is just going to win games more because we'll have that bond together. We'll know how we're playing together and hopefully just score goals, honestly.
Well, Chase, as Jarrett talked about, the chemistry is really important. The off season that Coach Jennings talked about, we had some good participation. How do you see that helping us as we get into into the stretch of the season?
Well, I've seen the guys push themselves a lot over the winter and the spring now, and everybody keeps showing up and keeps wanting to put in the work. And I think if we keep putting in that work and everybody wants to keep getting better, this team won't only be better this year, but in the years to come. So.
Well, it's good to hear you guys talking about the years to come. I know that people talk about the future, but we got to have good leadership, and we certainly are looking forward to that from you guys. Speaking of new, we're in a new league, the MVL. There's a lot of kind of like a fresh new car scent. Everyone's kind of excited about that. Although it's a lot of the same teams, there's got to be a game on the schedule that you guys have to be looking forward to, maybe one more than the other. They're all important.
Yeah. Well, I'm honestly looking forward to all of them because I'm looking for a year to bounce back after last year.
Good answer.
I agree with Jarrett. I think all the games are important, especially want to improve our record from the past season. But if I had to choose one game that I'm really looking forward to, it's going to be that Sydney game.
Everybody likes to get the jackets. All right. Well, guys, we certainly wish you guys well this year. And Jared, as you said, everyone's important. Guys, Indian Nation, we encourage you to get and check out the boys here at Worth Stadium. It's a great place to watch a soccer game. And I know our guys are looking forward to a good year, and they would love to have your support. Now in Garberey Gymnasium with our new varsity girls volleyball coach, Jordan Drake. Jordan, first of all, congratulations on the position. I know this is exciting for you on a personal level, but from a team perspective, I know you have a lot of expectations. First, let's talk about what's it like to be a head coach.
So as a head coach, there's a lot of responsibilities I didn't think of, a lot of behind-the-scene works that I'm really, really enjoying. I love watching film and watching what the girls are doing. I absolutely love being kind of in charge and running everything and stuff like that.
Talk a little bit about your team as you come into it. We are coming off of a group of a team that really has high expectations. Some young kids, but yet a nice blend of some veterans as well. So what's the expectations of the 2019 team?
Yeah, so the expectations have been risen and gotten higher compared to last year. I have a great group of girls. I'm super thankful for this group that I have, including my seniors. My team is still young, but I feel like their play has gotten a lot better. I did pull up a freshman, Kyla Anderson, who's doing great at middle and is doing a great job blocking. Tyler Yeomans has stepped up her game, and so is Audrey Poling. Her sets have been beautiful. Danny and Kathy are doing a great job too.
Well, I think if we don't say it, be shame on us. There's a tradition of Piqua volleyball through the years. In the trophy case, you see a lot of trophies there from the 90s to the 2000s, and of course with Coach Michael just leaving us, good tradition that she continued to keep going. Is there pressure on your end knowing that you're walking into a program that has a great deal of nostalgia and tradition to it?
I mean, definitely, there's definitely some pressure on me to continue that tradition and build upon it, but I really think with the group of girls we have that opportunity to really add some trophies to that trophy case.
Well, talk about the trophies and the trophy case. New league this year, the MVL, Miami Valley League. It's exciting to have that back and here. Talk a little bit about that and what's the excitement and potential before a league title.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the MVL this year. I think we have a really good shot of running for the league title. With how strong our girls have been performing, I see us having a really, really good season, and I can't wait for every single game. I think it's going to be very interesting this year.
Talk about our seniors. We're going to bring our seniors out here shortly. Tell me what you think about them. The smile tells it all.
Yeah, so senior setter Audrey Poling, she is working her butt off out there. Her serve is great. She's even might be playing a little right side where she's got a couple blocks so far for us. Tyler Yeomans is going to be a 4-year returning letterman. She's doing great outside. Her hands are beautiful. I can't wait to see what happens and where she goes after high school. Danny Whitney is moving to right side. She's doing great out there as the lefty. That's her natural position. Kathy Young is really owning middle back and is really doing a great job in the back row.
Well, Coach, we certainly wish you luck. I know in your first year it's exciting, but I think there's a lot of firsts with the MVL and you. I think the team's excited too and I know the Indian Nation expects a lot of great things, so we'll see you in the gymnasium.
Right,
Good luck.
Thanks.
I am now here with our senior volleyball players, so I've just taken one job out of introducing themselves. So can you give me your name and the position you guys play?
My name's Kathy Young and I'm a DS.
My name's Tyler Yeomans, and I'm an outside hitter and setter.
My name's Danielle Whitney and I'm a right side and a left side hitter.
My name's Audrey Poling and I'm a setter.
Audrey, we get into the season. It's hard to believe, but it is time. It's go time. What's the expectations from that you're looking forward to your senior year with this team?
To have a winning season.
To have a winning season. New coach, new league. There's a lot of newness this year. What's some of the things that you see coming as you've noticed with the new coach and the program thus far?
Definitely harder training days. We're lifting all throughout the season now. Coach has really high expectations for us this year, especially with a lot of freshmen starting varsity again.
Tradition has been a big part of Piqua volleyball through the years. Coach Michael with last year, and then you go back through the years, even if you look at the trophy cases we talked about before, a lot of trophies with volleyball. What's it mean to be a Piqua volleyball player for you and your senior year, Tyler, as the expectations mount?
Just always putting team before yourself. That's just always been our tradition.
Kathy, we are now going into a new league, the MVL. What's the excitement for that? And also in your senior year, knowing you get to play in a new league with a new coach?
Well, the new coach is really exciting. I think it gives us an opportunity to learn something from someone else. We've had the same coach throughout our whole career, and it's exciting to have some new eyes. And with the new league, I think it gives us an opportunity to meet new teams. So we have a lot of the same teams coming back, and that's exciting as well.
I know there's got to be a game on a schedule that everyone looks forward to playing. One more maybe than another one's different. I am kind of anxious to hear. Is there one game or is there any particular game that you're looking forward to playing?
Sydney.
The Jackets.
I'd probably say senior night. Troy.
Troy, senior night.
Sydney.
Definitely Sydney.
What is it with Sydney?
I think our rivalry's gone on. We're pretty evenly matched. Our rivalry's been going on for a while now. It gets pretty intense between
We've had
us.
some
and Sydney.
5-set matches here the last few years, and that this year shouldn't be any different. Should be doozies, right?
Yep.
Well, we are certainly looking forward to the season. We ask you to go out to Carberry Gymnasium. We'll actually have games here on the Indian Nation Station. And ladies, we wish you luck, and go get them.
Thank you.
For varsity boys golf coach Andy Johnson with us. And Andy, going into year 4, which is hard to believe for you, this team has a lot of expectations of some kids that really can do some things on the course for us. And so far in the season, that the early part of it, it's shown that.
Yeah, we've put together 2 scores in the back-to-back tournaments here, better than we've had in the last 4 years. We have kids that have more experience than what we've had in years past. We have a couple of kids that have played a lot of golf in the summer, and that usually bodes well for the season because that means they're already ready to play when the season starts, and we're not really playing catch-up. So this is a team that really could do things this year.
Speak more to those seniors, because I think those seniors are really a part of that front load for us. A couple kids that really are going to be leaders for us on the course that hopefully our younger kids will pick up from.
Yeah, Kyler Comer's the first one. Kyler's going to be a 3-year starter on varsity. He put in some solid work in the summer, working on his game, getting better, and Mason Price is the other. Mason spent a lot of time in the off season, even in the winter, going to different swing clinics and golf simulators, getting himself prepared. And there's been days this summer where he's been at the golf course for 12 straight hours, just wanting to get better.
Preparation, we've talked about in this other sports. Golf is no different, and I know Mason's put a lot of time in the winter, probably more so than what we've had in anyone in a long time. It's nice to see those guys take it serious because it really they start to see the fruits of their labor right now during the season.
Yeah, absolutely. With golf, you've got to go out and play on your own. I mean, if you just sit around all summer and don't touch a golf club, it's not going to be pretty when you show up August 1st. And Mason spent a lot of time getting himself ready, and we're seeing that right now.
Real quick, Coach, before we bring the seniors in, let's talk a little bit about some of our other kids. We've got some younger guys that are on the team that have some promise as well.
Yeah, Evan Hensler's coming to us this year, first time playing golf on the golf team. He has some experience at the junior level at the golf camp, and we're excited to have him with us. He's shot some pretty good scores so far. Decker Jackson's coming back for the 3rd year. Is going to be a consistent golfer for us as well. And we got 3 freshmen coming in, Drew Hinkle, Aiden Webster, and Braden Burt, and we're looking for them to improve as the season goes on.
New league this year, MVL, which will be a little bit different this year, although in golf, a lot of the same teams, but you also don't have some of the other larger teams. So it's just going to be 10 of us. What's it like for you in the MVL? How do you see that for the Indians?
Well, it's going to be a lot better since we don't have to play Beaver Creek and Springboro anymore. But in the league, I think it's going to be fairly competitive. Sydney's going to be strong. Troy will be down, but they always have solid golfers. Greenville came in 3rd in their own tournament last year, and they haven't done that in a while. So it is going to be competitive, and I think it's going to be fun to watch.
I look forward to seeing us progress. I know the Indians will do well on the course. So, Coach, thanks again and good luck.
Thanks.
Now with our senior golfers, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Mason Price, and I'm a senior.
Kyler Comer, I'm also a senior.
Let's talk a little bit about being a senior, and you're into a 3-year. This is your 3rd year as varsity. Yep. What's it like for you, knowing you're coming into your senior year and with the expectation level on yourself personally, and then also as a team?
I mean, I feel like it's pretty high. I mean, we only have 2 seniors this year. We lost a lot last year. I mean, I'm actually surprised we actually have a team. I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean, the level of expectation is pretty high, and I hope I can meet it.
Well, I'm sure you will. I know you put a lot of time in the off season for you. Coach was talking about that. How do you see it so far for you since the season started? Do you start to see all that work you put into it? You start to see some fruits of your labor?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I never did that earlier, but this year I felt like I had to. And, I mean, Mason does the same thing. We go out almost every day, 8 hours on the course, just preparing for the season.
Leadership. Mason, I know you've put a lot of time into it, and also into the winter with a lot of clinics that you've been to. How's that helped you as you get into your senior year?
Yeah, like you said, I put a lot of work in the winter, and then me and him went out a lot in the summer, and I don't do well with putting pressure on myself. So basically, after the first 2 tournaments we had, I just need to go out there and just learn. I just need to go have fun and not put so much pressure on myself. Just relax and go play fun golf, and hopefully we can get a few matches under our belt and get some wins this year and senior year. And me and Kyler do pretty good golf. And
golf's a little different than, say, like a soccer or football. You don't ramp yourself up. There really has a lot to do with mental relaxation and keeping your mind focused. But yet there is a conditioning piece of it as well. What do you guys see as you guys have now become into your senior year, a big part of the mental game for you?
I mean, keeping calm. I mean, if you lose your cool and you get mad, the rest of your game's pretty much screwed up. Yeah. You got to be mentally strong and everything. It's kind of tough sometimes.
And with me, I've just learned getting out there and just playing like we have every day almost. It does a lot, and that's what I would tell a lot of these younger guys. They just need to go out every day, even in the winter. I mean, you can't take weeks off. It just, like last year, end of the season, I just went out, and the next day after the end of the season, I went out and played, and I didn't stop all year. So, I mean, it takes a lot of work in the off season. You just got to keep grinding.
Any particular match that you guys are looking forward to that's on the schedule for you that you guys like playing every year?
Sydney. I can't wait till Sydney, see if we can actually beat them this year. We beat them a couple years, but now with our new team, we're shooting pretty good, honestly, with us two and some of the new guys.
So the Jackets.
Yeah.
Okay, Mason?
Also the Jackets, but another one I really wanted to look at last year was playing Butler, but we didn't get to it. But senior year is going to be a fun one to play. We're getting to play them this year, so that'd be a fun one to get off on the win. That's Wednesday, so that'll be a fun one to beat.
Well, we certainly wish you guys well all season, and we look forward to some great things on the greens for you.
Thank you.
Girls golf coach Tyler Bergman. Tyler, this is your first year, first of all, as the head varsity coach. Been the JV coach for the last few years. Now in your first year as head coach, what's that been like for you so far?
It's been good. It's been a different process. I didn't know what I was getting myself into at some points, but it's been fun. Working with all the girls has been different, so I like working with the varsity girls.
What's the biggest difference in your mind that you see from moving from JV to varsity that you've seen thus far?
I think it's just developing more fine skill levels with JV and varsity. I think you can help the varsity girls out a little bit more.
Well, I can tell you Tyler can swing it. He's pretty good. So I know that they're going to pick up a lot of skill from you. What is the expectation level of this? You've got 4 seniors, but a team that really returns what Coach Barhorse, who's been here for years, has really established a good tradition. What's that been like for you coming in knowing that you already got a program that's established?
She did a tremendous amount for me. She had the program set up, so that's going to be good. And I honestly think we can compete and win this MVL league.
Let's talk about that MVL. We talked about that with Coach Johnson. This is his first year. Obviously, we were not in the GWAC as part of the championships, but kind of exciting to know that hey, we're in the hunt and the contention for a championship potentially.
Yeah, it's definitely nice being in this league. I feel it's much more competitive than GWAC was. So looking at the teams, we can compete with every team in the league.
Talk about our seniors real quick. We're going to bring them out. But what do you see from our seniors this year that's going to help us on the course in terms of leadership and maybe just in play?
The seniors have already proved their worth. We're definitely going to rely on those 3 seniors, and hopefully they can pass on what they know to some of the younger girls.
Well, we certainly look forward to watching you guys develop through the year, Coach. We wish you luck in your first year, and certainly wish the Indians luck on the links. Now with our golf seniors, they're going to introduce themselves and let you know who they are.
I'm Hannah Anderson.
I'm Reese Tate.
I'm Savannah Stevens.
I'm Addie Honeycutt.
Addie, talk a little bit about the expectations. You're a senior. Hard to believe that you are now here, but the expectation of a senior isn't just to play, but to be a leader, not just personally, but also as a group.
Being a leader is a big deal because you have to really step up and lead the team. I think as a team this year, we have a good chance of winning the MVL because we have such a good team.
I like the confidence. From your perspective, what's it like being a senior and being a part of a program that really had a lot of success?
It's really exciting. This is my first year playing golf, and I'm really happy to participate, and I can see us going really far with it.
Well, it's interesting because you'd say this is your first year playing and you're interested in being a part. What made you want to join the golf team?
Definitely the girls in it because they're really into it, and they help me get into it as well, and they push me to be better at it.
I think that speaks to the tradition, Reese, and I know you're a big part of tradition here at Piqua, right? Yeah. So what's it like for you to be a part of this program again, and the expectation level that I know that you have that this team can have on the course?
I'm just really excited that I decided to play golf in the first place because I think this is such a good program, and all the girls in it are so supportive, so I'm just really excited to finish my last year.
Well, we're glad to have you. You're so nervous about this whole thing, aren't you?
I don't know what to say.
Well, we're going to talk about the Miami Valley League, the MVL. This is the first year. What's it like? I mean, you're a multi-sport athlete. You play several different sports, but golf right now, when you're into it, you really find yourself to be locked in. What makes golf so fun for you?
Golf is fun for me because it's a sport I can do with my friends and with my sister.
So it's something new. It's not something I've ever done before. So I enjoy it, learning new things and meeting new people. So I like it.
We have a chance that Coach talked about winning potentially the MVL and going to that tournament. That's a long way away. We have a lot of things to do before then. What are some of the things that you think that we've got to improve on and work on here in the next few weeks as we get into the start of our season?
I think something we can work on is our putting. I think that could be something that if we can get that down, it'll help us win that championship for sure.
Yeah, you got to have the short game.
Uh-huh.
Got to have the short game, no question. On the schedule, real quick as we close out, what team or what match or what tournament are you guys most looking forward to being in?
I'm looking forward to this Sydney one because Sydney is one of our rivalries, and I'm excited. Hopefully we can beat them this year. I think we did last year, and I know we can do it.
And you already
We have
beat
a
them in the
good
first
team.
one a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm excited for the Greenville match because I really think we have a good shot at winning it.
Okay.
I am excited for Butler because I know a few girls on the team, so hopefully we can get it.
All right.
Like Hannah and Reese said, Sydney and Greenville always big ones, but Troy just because they're Troy, and I like beating them.
We got Greenville, we got Butler, we got a little bit of everybody on the menu. Everybody, the Indians going to get a little bit of everybody this year. So we want you to come out to Echo Hills. The schedule will be online at PiquaIndiansAthletics.org. Girls, we certainly wish you guys luck.
Thank you.
With us now is our cross-country coaches, Seth Fashner and Ryan King. Girls and boys together. Cross-country is a little bit different than some of the others. While we have separate teams, yet we do a lot of things together in practice. What is the expectations? But what I know we do a lot of stuff in the summer. We see our kids running, not just right before the season, but we do a lot of out-of-season work. How is that coming into play right now into our season?
Well, we've definitely seen the impact of the effort they put in all summer, and we expect them to be there all summer, but it's not mandatory till August 1st. So we don't ever know for sure what we're going to get, but most of our kids put a lot of time in the summer, and it's definitely been beneficial.
Ryan, from your perspective, what you've seen going into the year, we know we've got some strong seniors, but we also got some younger kids that have an opportunity to do well.
Yeah, we've got a great spread, really, top to bottom on our team. So we're very optimistic about this year, and there's no, we're not scared of what's going to come after this year because we've got some good replacements for the seniors that we'll lose.
Talk a little bit more about how we put the boys and the girls together, because a lot of people think of it separate, but boy, in cross country there's a lot of stuff, team bonding stuff together. I know, Coach, we talked about team activities this week that we did that were together. How does that work out for not just the team but also the success of the team?
Well, I think with cross country, it's one of the few sports where you have the meets are always together. So even though they run separate races, it's all teams, high school and junior high together. Mm-hmm. So we do different fun stuff in the summer. We do an event for the seniors. We do a summer incentive for the kids that were there for most of the summer. We try to make it fun so they enjoy it and they develop a love for it.
Well, no question that the program has evolved and has grown. What are some of the expectations that you have for our team, and then maybe some from an individual perspective as well?
I would say on both sides, the guys and the girls, we expect to be very competitive in the league this year. So I'm pretty optimistic about the new MVL setup because not only does it favor us well, but I think we're going to do well within our league. And postseason should be strong for us this year too, probably going a little further than we have in the last few years.
Well, you talk about the MVL, and that is a little different, particularly for cross country. So now instead of racing 20 or 19 other schools, it's just 9 others, and it does make a difference. How do we see that really kind of impacting, but potentially could be some real medals and potentially even contending for a championship?
Well, I think just the smaller number of schools and the fact that it's smaller schools that are more our size will definitely benefit us. And our kids did real well last year, and every year they seem to improve. So we just look for that again this year. And like Ryan said, we want to continue on past what we did last year in the postseason.
Well, guys, we certainly wish you guys luck, and I know that there's going to be a lot of excitement here with the new league, but also with a lot of the other traditional meets that we compete in throughout the year. So, guys, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Now our senior cross-country runners now with us. They're going to introduce themselves as we get into talking about the season.
I'm Mitch Fletcher. This is my 6th year running, and I know it's been good. Good senior year coming up.
I'm Gavin Barnes. This is my 4th year running, and it's been pretty good.
I'm Roy Marone. This is my 4th year running. I'm just looking forward for this season.
Well, coaches have talked about the guys that have put a lot of time and work in the summer. You guys have certainly put that into it. What's the summer preparation and the off-season preparation do to kind of help you a little bit with that?
If you want to perform in the season, then you have to start early. So we start in June. And the best way to get better is just to pack on the miles and just increase your pace and do the work.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the new league that we're going to be in, the MVL, the Miami Valley League. In cross country, it really does make an impact. Instead of racing against 19 others as we did in the GWalk, now you only have 9 to race against. Opportunities for some success. What do you think, Gav?
I think it's going to be quite exciting, actually, to have the smaller league. We lost some, the bigger competitors, like Beaver Creek was a really good running school, so that's going to be a little bit different having the bigger schools gone now. But I think it's going to be cool, actually.
Good. Well, I know there's got to be a meet that or an invitation that you guys look forward to. What's I'm going to go down the line. What is your one that you're looking forward to going to?
I really like Covington. I just love the feeling of coming down the final hill.
It's a great country, hills.
Yeah, there's a lot of hills.
Good stuff.
Last year we went to a race in Centerville called Centerville Night Lights, and that's a really fun race. It was the old GWalk course, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really good race. I like that one. Hopefully we go again this year.
All right.
And I'm going to say, same Centerville Night Lights. There's no better feeling than 8 o'clock at night, pitch black, 300 guys, all out on the course. Yeah,
underneath lights. Yeah, that is a neat one. And we know that cross country has a real opportunity to succeed in this new league, but I also know there's a lot of opportunities in those other meets that we talked about to have some success. I know you guys put a lot of work into it, and we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
All right, good luck. Now we are with our girls senior cross country runners, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves.
I'm Anna Adams.
Olivia North-Sullivan.
Danielle Detter. May Vulcan.
Ladies, it's hard to believe, but the season's upon us, but you guys have put a lot of work in the summer. You start in June, so really you're getting now the opportunity to run in meets, and that's coming up here shortly. Anna, I'm going to start with you. What are some of the expectations that you have coming in, not just individually, but as a team?
So I expect just to run strong and be confident in where we're at fitness-wise.
All right, great.
I expect to have fun and just get to know everyone.
I expect us to be able to really compete and everyone meet the goals that they want to.
I expect us to go to regionals as a team this year, not just send individuals, because I think we're very strong, very competitive.
I like the high expectations that we put there. We do have an exciting team that has a lot of opportunity to succeed. Now let's talk about that success, because we're in a new league, Miami Valley League. What's going to be different for cross country is we were talking with the boys, you're not going to be running against 19 other schools. You're going to be running against 9 other schools that are like size. So, and just from your perspective, what do you think that means for us, and what's that mean for our team?
I think we can do better, honestly. It'll just be more comparable and just better races, I feel like.
There's always, in cross country, y'all have different meets that are interesting to others for different reasons. I'm very interested to hear, because the boys all had different answers. I'm interested to hear what meet or invitational that you're interested in going to.
Oh, Miami County for sure. I love running in the woods, and it's just always been my favorite. We go to the course twice, but I like Miami more because it's colder.
It is a true cross country course.
Mm-hmm. I like the Cindy Invitational, not just Cindy and Piqua, because it's a big meet and it's a lot of competition, pretty good course, and it's usually cold.
You like cold?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, it's not cold today, is it?
No. I really liked Bob Scholl because it had a lot of wooded area, but it was really close and compact.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This year we're going to Friendship Invite in Cedarville, and it's just good energy and a fun meet.
Yeah. It's the one thing about cross country when you go, the energy there is so different than some of the other events. And so we really encourage you to come out and watch our cross country teams. They put a lot of hard work in the summer and the off season, and I know they expect to have great success this year. Ladies, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Coaches, here we are at the beginning of yet another tennis season, and if you were to pick a program, if someone to ask me a program of one that has had monumental improvements in the last few years, I would say no question girls tennis. And the reason by that is, A, by the numbers of kids that are participating, and number two, the success that we've had the last couple of years, and last year was no different. It was a great opportunity for us to showcase. In fact, we were in two divisions. We were in one division, but we got to play the other league's division, and we swept and beat everyone on the other side, which was Fairborn and Stebbins and West Carrollton, Trotwood. It was a great opportunity, Xenia, for us to showcase that. This year, again, opportunity playing a lot of those same teams in a new league with new expectations. There was a lot of excitement around girls tennis once again. Coach Sterrett, as the head coach, tell me what your thoughts are just when you think of girls tennis right now.
Well, I know I can, and I'm kind of speaking for Bonnie here, but we are so excited about this year. We've got really great young talent coming up, but we also have what we think is right placement for our singles as well as our doubles. We've got a lot of great ladies that are representing us, and we cannot wait to play tonight.
Well, tonight is the actual first match of the year. We'll be playing Sydney in the first MVL match of the season. But Bonnie, before we talk about the MVL, because I think that's an important thing to talk about the progress of the program. Where you saw it years ago, now we're at a point where we're at 20 kids. We're seeing success with wins, but we're also seeing with kids that are learning a lifelong sport they're going to be able to play beyond high school.
Yes, we actually, when I first started with the program, we didn't even have enough to field a full varsity team. So we have picked up enough girls to now not only field a varsity team, but a JV team, and have 3 or 4 extra girls in case of injuries, illnesses, whatever. Part of that is due to our winter play. We have made sure the girls keep rackets in their hands all winter long, and I think that has really, really helped the program.
The program certainly has evolved from all of those reasons that you mentioned. It's nice to see our girls excited to play. 3 years ago, they were playing hoping that they weren't really sure what they were getting themselves into. Now when they're here, you can just see the excitement of anticipation of succeeding, but also enjoying one another's company. I mean, the chemistry amongst this team is pretty special, Coach.
Yeah, it's so surreal just watching the senior girls get their pictures taken. We've had them for 4 years, and I love them.
It's getting to us. Yeah, it's real now.
The MVL, let's talk about the MVL. That is new. It's going to be an opportunity for us to play everyone in our league and teams that we feel that we can be competitive against. However, I must say our division that we play in is highly competitive too. So really have to come ready to play tennis every night.
Absolutely. I noticed our division has all the top dogs, really, the Tip City and Troy and Vandalia and Greenville, and those are the top dogs. Some of those teams in the other division I think we're going to have a better chance at, but honestly I think this team is competitive enough this year. I think we can pull off an upset or two.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I know that'll happen. I think people just, when they play Piqua, I think they think, well, they're playing Piqua, but when they're playing the girls' tennis team, they better be ready to play some tennis, right, Coach?
Of course, yeah. They are so ready.
Well, we look forward to having a great year. Good luck certainly tonight in our opening match at Sydney underneath the lights, but moreover of the whole season.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now with our senior tennis players, we just got done talking about with our coaches about the expectation, how the program has grown, and how we have grown not only just in terms of the strength of the program, but the numbers of the program. Grace, here we are, your senior year. What's your expectations for this coming season?
I'm looking forward to the girls growing a lot. Our team is a lot of new girls, so that'll be exciting for the years to come. Even though I won't be here, I know that we have a lot of potential. And I'm really looking forward to the Sydney match tonight because it starts the post league, and I think we can beat them.
Underneath the lights. Yeah, first MVL match. Lexi, you're a senior. You've been playing varsity for multiple years now. What's it like for you now coming into your senior year, what should be a special one?
I can't wait to finish out our senior year strong, and we came in and there was really nothing for us. We didn't really have that much of a team, and it has grown so well, and we're so excited to just finish out our last year.
Well, I know when we talk about this year, and I know we talked about Sydney tonight underneath the lights, what's a match maybe that you're looking forward to this year?
I'm so excited for Butler because they whooped me last year, and I can't wait to have that come back.
Well, here's a difference I can tell in seniors. Lexi, I think I talked to you on camera last year, and you were scared to death. And right now, you're just eating this up. Ladies, good luck to you. We certainly wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
With us now is our senior cheerleader, Lauren Mitchell. Lauren, I was just telling you before we went on camera, you're the first cheerleader we've ever brought on camera to talk about the year. You're a senior. Let's just talk about that itself. What's it feel like to be a senior and being a senior varsity cheerleader?
I think today it finally hit me, like, this is my last of everything, and it's making me really sad because I love Piqua and I love my school, and it's really sad to leave. I do not want to leave.
Your family has a big part of Piqua in their hearts, and you've ever had it since you've been little, but you get to cheer on the sideline for the Indians. That's got to be exciting, though, for you. We can talk about the sadness in May when graduation comes, but for you right now, it's got to be exciting to know that you're going to be a leader on the sideline, and also our cheerleading squad has really been very good in competition cheer. So our cheerleading squad, it's more than what people see on Friday nights.
Yes, for sure. Our competition team has put in a lot of work this season, and I can't wait to show everyone how hard we've worked.
I'm going to ask one question because we're going to talk about this more and people will see it, is our student engagement, our student section, getting them fired up. How big is that for you as a cheerleader to have students in there that are engaged and the fans that are screaming and yelling for a team? Does that make your job fun and a little bit more exciting on Friday nights?
Yes, we definitely do better when our student section is engaged and you guys feel the energy like we do, and we love all the loudness, and it helps us and the team.
Well, let's get Piqua some wins this year.
Yes.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. We'll be right back. Head football coach Bill Neese as we get ready to roll into a new year and a new league. A lot of expectations, but a lot of excitement too rolling into the 2019 campaign.
Well, every year there's a lot of excitement, but I think this year it's a little bit more. I think everybody's pumped about the fact that we got a new league. Everything's going to be fresh. We've got a lot of new young players coming in, and I think everybody's excited about the Indian football this year.
Indians open up on the 30th at home with Chaminade Julienne. We'll get more into that later, but as we get into the league, it's really only now 2 non-league games, and then we get into league with week 3 at Stebbins on a Thursday night.
Yeah, and it's true, and also the fact that those first 2 non-league games, that's going to be a murder schedule right off the bat. You have CJ and you have Lima Senior, so it's going to be 2 tough teams. Got our work cut out for us, and then we're going to go right into a Thursday night game, and then it's league from that point on. So there's going to be no rest.
When we look at our seniors coming back this year, what are some leadership that you expect to see on the field for the Indians?
Well, I think Riley Hill has really stepped up as our main leader in terms of that senior class, and we're really excited about the things he's done. Hasn't missed a single practice, hasn't missed a single workout. Last couple of years he always had some injury, that was really bothering him, and this year he stayed healthy, and man, he's got a ton better since last year. So I think when you talk about him, that's the number one. McKeegan Kuhn is a silent leader. He does everything the right way, but obviously he's not as boisterous as Riley. So I think those two are a pretty good mix of what we got for the senior class.
Well, Coach, we certainly wish you luck, and we'll get to you further as we get into the Bill Neese Coaches Show. Good luck this year, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Now with our football leaders for the 2019 season, a lot to look forward to. We're getting ready for scrimmages. Open up on August 30th against Chaminade Julienne. Senior Riley Hill, I'm going to have you guys actually introduce yourselves and tell us your name, your grade, and then position you play.
I'm Riley Hill, offensive line, senior.
I'm Lance Reeves Hicks. I play defensive tackle, and I'm a junior.
I'm Jarrell Lewis, and I play defensive end, and I'm a junior.
Talk about the preseason. You guys put a lot of time and effort into the year, not just now. It's you guys are clanging and banging weights in January, but here you are. It's the season's come upon us. Scrimmages, like we said, and then open up with Chaminade on the 30th. What's your guys' take on the season?
I think we're going to do pretty good. Our defense is really good. They're going to win us the games, take us to the playoffs. Offense has got to put 3-4 touchdowns up. We'll be fine.
Yeah, this just like he said, our defense is pretty good. We put a lot of work in this summer. As long as the offense can continue to produce, everything will be all right.
Yeah, like Lance and Riley said.
Said it for you, didn't they?
Yeah, said it just for me. But yeah, we have a lot of defensive starters coming back, and if we don't give up a lot of touchdowns, our offense don't have to score a lot.
I'll let you hold on to it because I want to ask you quick, going into it, you know, we've got Chaminade and Lima, two very tough non-league games, and then you go into our MVL league, which is a new league for this. As football players, what does it mean for you to play in this new league?
No, I think it's different. More teams at about the same skill level instead of playing in the G-Walk. That's tough after a while, going down south and playing all the south schools.
What's your take on the MVL, Lance?
It's not really much different. We played most of the teams that we're going to play this year, so I think
Tell me
everything
you're
will be
not
all right.
afraid of anybody.
No, I'm not afraid.
Riley, in terms of the schedule, what are some pitfalls of the year that you look at as you know, it's a beginning, it's exciting, but it's a long season. What are some things in terms of, when I say pitfalls, what are the long stretches that it's the grind, as they say?
Yeah. Starting at CJ and Lima is going to be tough, but at the end of the season we're at Tip City and in Troy, so that's going to be tough too. But I think we'll be okay.
Guys, I know we're looking forward to a great year. We're going to see you guys throughout the year, and we certainly wish you guys all the best as you guys get through your preseason and into week 1. Thanks, guys.